Is Rashford really the missing piece in Hansi Flick's incredible Barcelona project? Or just another risky Premier League import? In today's video, let's deep dive and try to understand how Rashford would tactically fit into Barcelona. What are his pros? What are his cons? And can Rash bring back the glory days to FC Barcelona? Or just end up as another disappointing signing? Hey guys, welcome back to another video on No Ball IQ, your source for daily football madness and occasionally videos like these where we do tactical reviews and more. Make sure to subscribe if you're a football fan, you won't regret it. Let's start with some basic information about Rashford. He's 27 years old, and that's one of his biggest pros. He's still young. When we talk about Lamine Yamal, he's still at the start of his career. He lacks experience. Lewandowski, on the other hand, a seasoned veteran. But Rashford and Rafinha are both in that prime footballing age bracket, 27, 28, just like Ousmane Dembele when he was peaking. So yes, Rash is in his prime. He's very versatile. He can play on the left wing, as a center forward, on the right wing, basically anywhere up front. But if we talk about his preferred position, it's clearly the left wing. If you watch his top 10 goals, 7 of them came from the left, 1 from the center, 1 from the right, and 1 from a free kick. So he's also good with dead balls. He's a homegrown Manchester United player, loads of Premier League and European football experience. He even won a European trophy with United, over 300 matches played, so clearly, experience isn't an issue. And then there was that one standout season where he completely blew up, played 56 games, scored 30 goals and assisted 9 times. Now his 22, 23, his true prime season, dribbling, finishing, assisting, Rashford was the main engine of Manchester United that year. But sadly, things dipped heavily in the next season, 2023-24. And you'd expect at least 20 or 15 goals following a 30-goal season, right? But guess how many he actually scored? Even though we will talk in depth in the later part of the video, but just to let you guys know who don't know, he has only had 8 goals and 5 assists, from 56 games down to 43 games, and I know it's like almost 7 games less, but still a big drop. Manchester United overall were poor that year too. He had a falling out and eventually moved on loan to Aston Villa. And for Villa and United combined, he scored 11 goals and gave 8 assists. His performance against PSG for Villa was brilliant. Rashi was the main guy that night. So yes, he still has it. He just needs the right environment, and I believe Barcelona can provide that.
Also, last season, he was one of the fastest players in the Premier League, clocking a max speed of 35.35 kilometers per hour. He's got pace, he's got dribbling, just lacks confidence. And I believe Hansi Flick is the man to bring that confidence back. Let's look at his strengths. Pace and power, explosive acceleration, fearless 1v1s, not afraid to take on defenders. Dribbling, very strong. Directness. Flick's Barcelona needs direct attackers. Gone are the days of endless sideways and back passes. Now it's about vertical runs and quick penetration. Rash fits this. Long shots. Rashford is someone you can rely on to take shots from distance. Inverted winger. Works well with overlapping fullbacks like Balde. Great finishing. Confidence to shoot and score. Now, to slightly bore you, we will say 2 lines on the stats part. Rashford has 8.27 progressive passes received per 90 minutes. Shows he's excellent at making behind-the-line runs, breaking the low blocks. Then, he has 4.91 touches in the penalty area per 90. Proves he gets into goal-scoring positions at the right time. So yes, he can make a serious attacking contribution to Hansi Flick's system. Look, boys, I won't beat around the bush and pretend Rashford can only bring greatness to Barca. There is a high possibility that this signing probably won't work for Barca, even though it's a win-win for Barca on the financial aspect. But if, only if, this were to not work out, then the following traits of Rashford might be the reason behind it. But boys, look, if my auntie had a mustache, I would have called her my uncle. But regardless, here are the weaknesses of Marcus Rashford that could make him suffer in Barca. First off, we have the huge inconsistency. That 30-goal season, followed by a big drop. Yes, United were unstable. Managers kept changing, but Rashford should still have delivered more. Up next, passing accuracy. Only 74.6% pass accuracy. That's below Barca standards. Barcelona relies on tight passing, smart link-up play. This is a concern. Last but not least, the pressing work rate. Only 0.97 tackles per 90 minutes shows he barely contributes defensively. At Barca, even attackers press, like Rafinha and Yamal drop deep to help Koundé. This will be something Flick will demand from Rashford. But the World Cup is near, and Rashford wants to impress for England, so he will have to press, adapt, and raise his work rate, or he won't start, which he clearly doesn't want as the World Cup is on the horizon.
Now, what about the tactical fit for Rashi? Hansi Flick, the new boss at Barcelona, has brought a direct and vertical style of football. Think of Prime Klopp or Flick's own Bayern Munich, all about quick switches and runs behind the defense. This style could be perfect for Marcus Rashford, who thrives on making blindside sprints behind defenders. In Manchester, Rashford was taught to use his speed to get in behind the opposition, a mantra that defined much of his play. In Flick's Barcelona, Rashford could be deployed as an inverted left winger. He'd cut inside onto his right foot and shoot from the channel. This is similar to what Rafinha did last season, serving up passes to Lewandowski, except Rashford would bring his own flair to the role. Barca's new system still values keeping possession, but now attacks with speed. Switch the ball quickly to Yamal on the right or let Rashford attack defenders on the left. Imagine Rashford flying up the flank like a roadrunner, leaving defenders, including tough opposition like Manchester City, Liverpool, and even Real, struggling to keep up. But the big question is whether Flick can harness Rashford's raw speed within Barca's revamped offense. If Flick succeeds, fans will be quick to celebrate, recognizing that Rashford's ability to threaten behind the line is exactly why Flick wanted him. A silky, unpredictable danger who fits perfectly into the new attacking philosophy. He can also play centrally if needed. That gives insane flexibility. And on top of that, being Premier League proven adds experience to a young team.
Now, to wrap up Marcus Rashford's game, like any electric winger, it comes with both dazzling highlights and frustrating lows. Consistency is the first red flag that I would want Barca fans to be mindful of. Despite being a homegrown icon, Rashford has often been criticized for his lack of consistency. He's known for going on hot streaks, only to disappear from games for weeks, a cycle that frustrates supporters and fuels doubts about his reliability. Last season, he managed just 7 goals in 33 Premier League matches, well below expectations for a marquee attacker in his prime. Style of play is probably not a target man, which Barca doesn't need at the moment, but you never know. Blindly trusting a 36-year-old Lewa is a bit too overconfident in my opinion. But that brings me to the point where former manager Jose Mourinho explicitly called him not a target man. His strengths are movement, pace, and exploiting space rather than holding up play or physical duels. England's former boss Gareth Southgate has also highlighted that Rashford is best as a wide raider, with his best work coming in the left channel, not playing with his back to goal or in traditional striker link-up roles. As we already spoke about the work rate and pressing part, but I would want to say again that Rashford's pressing and defensive contribution are not among the top tier. His pressing stats don't place him in the top 90th percentile compared to his peers. Recent seasons have seen criticism for a lack of off-the-ball work and tracking back, contributing to perceptions that he can sometimes go missing on the pitch. On top of performance ups and downs, Rashford's hamstring and general fitness have required careful management. He has missed matches and training sessions due to recurring problems and must be micromanaged by coaches to stay healthy for a full campaign. In short, Rashford offers pace, explosiveness, and moments of brilliance, but he's equally prone to frustrating spells, middling passing numbers, and requires careful tactical and fitness management to shine. Any coach, Flick included, will need to balance his attacking upside against these rougher edges. So what's your verdict? Will Rashford be a huge hit at Barcelona or a flop? Let me know in the comments below. And how did you like this breakdown? You know, gotta show some ball knowledge once in a while, LOL. Now I will get washed in the comments. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe and like the video for a push in the algorithm. Peace.